monitor in real time what was taking place.
The mood was tense.
We could see the helicopters. We could see our guys moving.
When we saw the helicopter spinning, we said, that's not the plane.
We were all holding our breath.
And everyone went like, whoa.
We thought about there was a failure here. It would have disastrous consequences.
When we got the message that they had killed bin Laden, it wasn't over.
The only thing that I was thinking about was, I really want to get those guys back home safe. This was the longest 40 minutes of my life.
This is too big. I want get a bunch of national security people on the phone. I want everyone who has reported on this in depth, lining up. Fox News is going to stay with this story. We're going to give you every detail we possibly can. The president's remarks now delayed 15 minutes. I just don't know why. Mike Emanuel, and I'd love you to get him up as well. Just let me know in my ear what guests you have available as they are available. All right, Chad's on the phone now. Chad Pergram.
Hello.
Chad, let's have it. Let's have it. What do you know?
I am told by multiple sources on Capitol Hill that Osama bin Laden is dead. That's the bottom line here. We were getting some rumblings of this from other sources, trying to find out if congressional leadership had been briefed, if this was an intelligence matter, a defense matter. Apparently, the top intelligence officials on Capitol Hill have been briefed that bin Laden is dead and that CIA Director Leon Panetta has briefed them. There's more
But why,
coming.
Chad, let me ask you this. Why would the intelligence officials, as per Jennifer Griffin, our Pentagon correspondent, be ordered to operations centers to coincide with the president's live address to the nation?
Well, the best I could tell is that they want to, make sure everybody's on the same page. They know exactly what went down. There may have been some sort, and this is complete speculation, but I want to be careful here, but this is the way these things happen.
Hold on. We're getting this. He was killed a week ago by a U.S. bomb. A week ago, they were waiting to test his body for a DNA match. Jennifer Griffin on the phone with us right now. Jen Dahl, I've never been happier to be on the show with you than I am right now. Tell us what you know.
Well, Geraldo, what we know at this point is that he was killed reportedly by a U.S. bomb over a week ago. They were waiting for DNA results to match the body to be sure that, in fact, they had gotten him. And now we can report that Osama bin Laden is dead, killed by a U.S. missile. We're not clear of the location. I'm still getting more details. But as I reported earlier, there were intelligence folks that I've been speaking to. They've all been called into their operations centers. They're waiting for people to get into position before the president is going to speak. Again, as Chad mentioned, they want to be on the same page. But this is a huge announcement. I don't need to tell you. It's ironic that you're on the air right now. I remember those days in Tora Bora where you were hot on his heels. And
now for the top story tonight. As we did earlier this week with coerced interrogation, we are going to put the rumors to rest about what really happened during the raid on bin Laden's compound last Sunday.
What I'm told is they made their way up the stairwell. On the second floor, they killed bin Laden's son, Khalid. He was rushing at them down the stairwell. Bin Laden poked his head out of the door, went back into the bedroom. The SEAL had fired when he poked his head out, missed. They immediately stormed into the bedroom. They found about 10 people in there at the time. Bin Laden was standing, and this is a direct description from those who were part of the raid. They say that he was confused, he was scared, and he acted cowardly. What does that mean? He shoved his wife, I'm being told, at the SEAL, and suddenly the SEAL found himself face-to-face with bin Laden. Bin Laden was close to the door, and near the door were two weapons, an AK-47 and a Makarov semi-automatic 9mm Russian handgun.
And thought that that would more likely be an area that they might want me. But the president said, I need somebody who can restore the credibility of the CIA. And For me, that represented a challenge.
The first challenge ordered by the president was to rethink the search for Osama bin Laden. There hadn't been a good lead since the U.S. lost him in 2001 in the mountains of Tora Bora, Afghanistan. Within a year and a half of Panetta taking over as Director of Central Intelligence, the U.S. tracked al-Qaeda couriers to a house in a town called Abbottabad, deep inside Pakistan. Panetta sent satellites, drones, officers, and spies to watch it for 8 months, but they were never sure that bin Laden was there. On April 30th last year, Mr. Obama and Panetta made a point of being seen at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Panetta's belly laugh was heard at every presidential punchline, but both men knew they had just pulled the trigger. SEAL Team 6 would launch in 16 hours.
The risks were enormous. Going in that far, the prospect of detection, the prospect that one of these helicopters might go down, the fact that once they arrive there, we might have a shooting war with the Pakistanis take place.
With all of those risks you were facing, you recommended going ahead with this to the president. Why?
In the 40 years I've been in government, this for me was probably the most remarkable operation that I was a part of, because everybody played their role in a very effective and responsible way. This was the best case we had on bin Laden since Tora Bora. And because of that, because for 10 years we had run into dead ends trying to track bin Laden down, I thought for that reason alone, we had a responsibility to act.
This is Panetta running the mission from CIA headquarters. He acted without telling our Pakistani allies because Panetta just couldn't figure how bin Laden had lived there more than 5 years undetected, about a mile from Pakistan's military academy, its West Point. Elements of the Pakistani government knew he was there.
I personally have always felt that somebody
लियोन पेरेटा के मुताबिक पाकिस्तान के इब्टाबाद में ओसामा को गोली मारने के बाद उसकी लाश काले रंग के एक बैग में डाली गई थी। इसके बाद उस बैग को ऑपरेशन में इस्तेमाल हेलीकॉप्टर में रखकर अफगानिस्तान में अमेरिकी एयरबेस तक ले जाया गया। अमेरिकी एयरबेस से ओसामा की लाश को समंदर में इंतजार कर रहे विमान वाहक पोत यूएसएस कार्ल विंसन तक ले जाया गया। पेरेटा ने अपनी किताब वर्थी फाइट्स अ मेमोयर ऑफ लीडरशिप इन वॉर एंड पीस में लिखा है कि ओसामा बिन लादेन की लाश को बाकायदा मुस्लिम रीति रिवाज से दफनाया गया था। दफनाने से पहले बाकायदा ओसामा को सफेद कफन से ढका गया और अरबी में दुआएं पढ़ी। ओसामा के लिए आखिरी दुआ पढ़े जाने के बाद उसकी लाश काले रंग के एक भारी और बड़े बक्से में रखी गई। लोहे के बक्से का वजन काफी ज्यादा था, मगर इसके बावजूद लाश के साथ उसी बक्से में 300 पाउंड यानी कुल 136 किलो वजन लोहे की जंजीर रखी गई। इसके बाद उस काले रंग के बक्से को समंदर में फेंक दिया गया। लाश के साथ बक्से में 136 किलो भारी जंजीर इसलिए रखी गई ताकि बक्सा हमेशा समंदर की तह में ही रहे, कभी ऊपर ना आ सके। ओसामा की लाश गुमनाम समंदर में इसलिए दफनाई गई क्योंकि अमेरिका नहीं
What is the thing that concerns you most about what you see in the world at the moment?
Well, I think it's the dangerous unpredictability of a world that is, I think, trying to define a new world order. We've never seen such diffusion of economic power. More people have more say, as it should be. And after all, isn't that why we fought a couple of wars? To give more people more opportunities to be unleashed from dictatorship and authoritarian governments. We are seeing a new world order being built in the early 21st century. The United States of America has some responsibility to help lead that. We can't dictate that order, nor can any country, but we can help shape it as other countries. I was just in India. Look at what's happened in India, Indonesia, all of your neighbors in this area have a tremendous say in the outcome of world affairs. And that's, quite frankly, as it should be, but that also complicates outcomes.
Good morning, everybody. Please have a seat. Today, I'm pleased to announce my nominee to be our next Secretary of Defense, Mr. Ash Carter. Now, with a record of service that has spanned more than 30 years as a public servant, an advisor, as a scholar, Ash is rightly regarded as one of our nation's foremost national security leaders.
If confirmed in this job, I pledge to you my most needed strategic advice. And I pledge also that you will receive equally candid military advice the world has ever known. To you, I pledge to keep faith with you and to serve our nation with the same unflinching dedication that you demonstrate every day.